Morning, it's 7 in the morning, and again I'm at a very isolated place. Nobody is here. People are walking, but on the other side of the road, as soon as somebody comes, I'll put on my mask. I'm sorry for taking the sidewalk, but yeah, nobody's actually walking on the sidewalk right now. It's completely empty. So after coming back from Uttarakhand, I promised you guys a review for the bike. So this is the moment. This is the moment of truth. We are gonna review Xpulse 200 BS6 today. So the thing is, this bike has been absolutely amazing on the trip. It didn't break down even once. There are some pros and some cons that we are going to discuss in this video. This is not a comparison video, not a rating video. It's just a complete review after a long ride. I haven't even washed the bike after I came back from Uttarakhand. So now let's just begin. I'm definitely gonna start with the first problem. So the first problem is not clearly visible from here, but this rim is a bit bent from this place. I don't know, maybe I was in a pothole or something like that, as it really doesn't have tubeless tires, so it got punctured once just before Kannauj. If you haven't watched the series yet from the Uttarakhand, the series is live and the links are up. Let's go to the second point, which I really didn't like about this bike. The second thing is definitely this engine. Whenever you're cruising at high speed, suppose you're cruising at 80-90, which is high speed for this bike, you are going to feel those little tiny vibrations. Those literally shake your hands. Third thing is the lack of acceleration when you are on a slope. When I started to climb the hills, as I entered the hills at Uttarakhand, I faced that.
Now this bike is struggling on the corners. मतलब मैं एक्सेलरेटर देता हूँ तो भी पावर उतना नहीं है, बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. ये देखिए, ये मतलब ये 50 से ऊपर जाने में कांख दे रही है.
For the first, I guess 30 or 40 kilometers, I was just adjusting. I was trying to find the sweet spot for the bike so that it doesn't really go off on the slopes. But yeah, it struggles to go up on slope. One other problem that I face is with this spark plug. I don't know, maybe it is with this specific bike only. I have changed this spark plug socket, but it still comes loose. Around every 1000 kilometer, I have to calm down from the bike and tighten this up every single time. Maybe this is the fault of this spark plug or something like that. This is a very minor thing which I faced on the trip. And if you're thinking you can travel with this bike at night without any auxiliary light, forget about it. This thing right here is a complete disaster. It is absolutely useless. So I had this Mad Dog light on. All the links are in the description below, whatever I have used on my bike. This light is a Mad Dog F40. These lights are discontinued, but this was a lifesaver for the trip. I actually recorded this whole review in the mountains, but the memory card got corrupted, so I couldn't really use that. So now let's come to the good part. The first thing and the most important question that everybody asked is the average. So I did 3900 kilometers in this trip, and on an average this bike got the mileage of around 41 kilometers per liter. In the last leg of the journey, we did straight 700 kilometers, clocking 100 plus, which is like the top end for this bike. So 41, it's super nice for the trip. The suspensions are extremely amazing. There is no single doubt about that. I've gone into several ditches, bumps, speed breakers, everything. They didn't budge. Amazing suspensions, front and back both. For the long rides, this is the main place where you sit. So this is the seat, and this seat is not that soft, not that hard, I'd say. So the thing with the seats are, if you're really traveling more than 200 or 300 kilometers in a go, it really doesn't matter if you are having a soft seat or a hard seat. For me, because you can't really feel your back. So this seat was it was quite comfortable. I did 700 kilometers in a straight row, but I didn't really feel tired. The position is quite upright, so really doesn't matter. Also, I have a very important installation after I came back, which made a huge difference, so I'm also going to tell you about that. But firstly, let's move to the back part of the bike, which I wanted to show you. So all the new Xpulses are coming with these CA tires, which has this line in the middle part of it, which is super bad, because as your tire warns off, this line directly comes in the contact. It directly reduces the overall grip, as it creates a flat spot. See, I won't call it a flat spot, but this makes the rest of the treads unusable, which is completely idiotic, I would say. These foot pegs are relatively very small. Whenever you're standing or resting your foot on it, it really doesn't cover the whole foot peg, which it's problematic. People have been changing these foot pegs with the Himalayan one. I'm gonna do the same. It'll give me more room. One amazing thing that I did after coming back from the ride is installing this handlebar riser. This is absolutely amazing, and it gives you much comfort while you're riding. Also, I used RAM mount for the ride. I didn't bring the mount. but I use this mount for the ride. It is absolutely amazing, the best in its class. Also wanted to talk about this thing. This gear meter indicator gives you false gear sometimes, or just really don't show any gear. So not a big problem, but still a little kink that I faced during the ride. I was not able to see the gears in traffic. Sometimes it was completely off for a few hours, but it works fine. But sometimes it just really goes off. So there you have it. Should you buy this bike? Absolutely yes. This is one hell of a bike. If you're not willing to do 110 plus on highways, clocking 100 kilometers per hour, I think is a very comfortable speed. This is the best in its segment. If you want to tour on it, you can easily tour on it. This is it for the review. If you guys have any other question, just drop down a comment in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. I have to go home because it's getting really hot here. Take care and ride safe.